all right. We are back again. Another extra ginger for you. And I'm excited because I think we're all going to get them back soon. They're all coming back. The ginger, the darkness, we are all coming back.
Under one
Like it's what's that? Power Rangers
yeah.
all
Hey
coming back
man,
together.
every great ensemble cast, each cast member gets a break. You don't see them throughout the entire season. Like if you IMDb, I say IMDb all the time, IMDb,
Mhm.
any great show, there's very few cast members that have been in every episode. And even when that happens, there are usually a couple episodes where they just
You know,
show up and then they bounce.
and you know what? Well. There's a few shows that I can say that someone was always on there, like Fresh Prince of Bel Air. It's Will Smith's show, so I don't think he ever missed
Yeah, those
show.
kind of yes. And
But
there might be an episode he wasn't really in it, and we just don't
but
remember it.
there's times where there were women who were pregnant and they'd be sitting in that spot, and they're always only showing the half of them, and they're never
Yeah.
showing them because on the show they're not supposed to be pregnant, but they got pregnant in real life, so they have to work it in a way. So things like that. I
Well,
see. I see what
but
you're
you see,
saying.
the key to my point is it has to be an ensemble cast, so not
Okay.
a show where there's a Fresh Prince main character who the story
Okay.
revolves around. It
So
has to be like
something like
Friends
friend.
or
Oh, I was to say
yeah,
friends.
yeah, those type of
I was about to say friends.
them type
Still,
of shows.
friends comes up to
Different
the mind.
World,
Yeah,
Living
yeah,
Single,
yeah, yeah,
these type of shows. You're gonna have a
yeah.
couple episodes where Queen
No,
Latifah might not
you're
be on,
right. You're right. You're right. You're
or they
right.
leave the show entirely and they continue on without them.
Do us. You know what? I know there's no real sitcoms out there in the world right now. No sitcoms.
They're more dramedies now.
Yeah, I mean,
More
there's
dramedies.
always got to be. There's no funny, hey, slapstick type of,
There
like
is, but we probably like they had that. I don't know if it's still on. Mom, that was a sitcom, pretty much.
was it?
Mom.
I never watched it.
They recently brought. Remember the '70s show? They recently brought the '90s show on
Yeah,
Netflix.
see, that's a sitcom, but they threw it right onto Netflix.
Yeah.
Like just like Fuller
Oh, you
House
mean on
again.
TV?
Well, just in general, like I don't know if they even record them in front of a studio audience anymore. Back
Oh,
in the day,
probably not.
remember back in the day, this show was brought to you by blah blah blah, and it was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
And they still use a laugh track regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
They
know why
always
it's
use
still
the laugh track, but they have the whole people's there. I'm like, all right,
But we
all
were
right.
stupid back then. We were stupid.
Yeah,
Back
we
then.
didn't know what's going on. All that film magic, TV
That's
magic.
exactly what it is. Film
But
magic.
now everybody's got caught on. So
Nah.
film magic, you can't fool me. I know
I
what
mean,
CGI is.
you could Google it or YouTube it and really
Well,
see what's going on.
yeah, yeah. Well,
But
that's the thing. You can okay in the eye of it, like
yeah,
first look. You're right. Or
yeah.
first sound, you won't know.
And if you're like a real movie person, like you enjoy just the experience, you're
Hmm.
not gonna really you're not gonna be affected by knowing that that's what's
No,
going on. You
no.
know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, let's see. Half of the movies that have been filmed, big time movies, have been filmed in Vancouver,
Mm-hmm.
and they play them off like they're in the States on Dinosaur Island, New
Oh,
Zealand. Like
there's a show
that's
right now being filmed in Brampton. I just recently found out, and it's coming out
mm,
on Netflix. And it's
mm,
supposed to be set in the Poconos in New York, but
there you go.
they're shooting it out here.
Look at there's a show on CBC Gem, Porter, filmed in Winnipeg. It was supposed to be uh, I think it was Alabama or whatever. Anyways, about the train system there. And I'm like, man, you would
Oh
never
yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah, 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 yeah. I know
You
what you're
would
talking
never know based
about. Yeah, I know
on
what you're talking
based
about. I know what
on
you're talking
how they present it.
about.
But yeah, that's the world that we live in now. Just you gotta kind of go with what you got and make it as and jazz it up as much as you can.
That's a fact.
Hey, and it works. People are
That's a
happy with
fact.
it.
That's a
People
fact.
are happy with it. I can't complain. I mean, I don't go to the movie theaters like I used to or watch TV shows like I used to.
I
I'm
haven't been
actually
to movies in
enjoying
years.
I'm actually enjoying watching on my Kodi older movies now. I
Yep.
popped in Forrest Gump just now.
Yeah,
just when I was
yeah,
cooking. You know,
yeah.
it's not that I have to watch it. I know the movie back
Right,
and forth, but the nostalgia is, I'm like, yeah, this is funny. And then
right.
before that, Back to the Future. Because now there people are saying, oh, you know, people are thinking of doing remakes
Yeah, of
and
course.
redoing things. I'm like,
No, I mean,
come
thinking
on,
of
guys.
that's pretty much all they're doing nowadays.
Yeah. And now they have AI trying to figure out who would best fit the character if a remake was done. I'm like,
Oh,
man,
I mean that's
I'm
smart.
like, it is smart, but I'm
Yeah.
like, just leave those classics alone.
You can't. They're
Leave them
not
alone. I
because
mean,
they're
you could do it.
classics. That's why they're gonna do them over
Yeah, but I know, but I don't think
or
I don't
extend
there is
the
no
story.
intention for them to doing it though. I don't believe so. But you never know.
Mm,
You never know,
mm.
you know, because you know, if it makes money, they're going to do it.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm
And if
gonna
there's
watch the Indiana Jones. I don't like remakes so much as I like them continuing the storyline either before we knew the characters or you're continuing what we know of the characters.
okay.
I just don't like them like we talked about Goonies being.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd like I would like a remake. I would like a
Right.
remake,
Right.
but I'd also like a continuation story.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things. I believe they're doing a few continuation movies after the fact with some older classics. I don't remember which ones though, but they've been hinting about a few things. I think even Back to the Future was one of them, I think. I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
another one. I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But
That
then
never made me
I was when you're talking about these series and whatnot, a movie or a series like Fast and the Furious, they're at like 10 and it's supposed to be following this timeline, but I'm lost. I fell off after Tokyo Drift, and that was
Whoa,
it.
whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, you're way back. You're way back.
Yeah, I mean, I watched them sparingly, but nothing in order because it didn't look like it didn't seem like it made sense.
I
You had a
think it's
man
the
die and then
order.
come back, and then you got The Rock here, and you got John Cena here. You've got whoever there. I mean, come on. I just heard again. This just in. They're making Expendables 4 with 50 Cent.
Why is 50 Cent
Big,
gonna be
big.
in it?
There you go.
You,
Think
who was
about
I
that.
talking about the other day that should be in Expendables and never has been? We're talking about somebody. Who was that again?
But no, if they're not in there by now, sorry. No one else. No
No,
one else.
somebody else, man.
There
Who
is no
was it?
superstars. These are stupid male superstars.
Action movie superstars. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
they have Bruce.
Did they put Jackie
They,
Chan in any of it?
no, but he's not an action like he was a
Yeah, he
comedy.
is. No, he's
No,
action too, guys. Both.
I can't put
He's
him in
both.
there.
Yeah, what do you mean?
No,
If Jet
if
Li could be
Jet
in
Li's
there,
in there, Jackie
Jackie
Chan.
Chan.
Jet Li was
Oh,
not a
come on.
comedy. Jet Li was not about a comedy situation.
Yeah, but Jackie Chan did action before and if anything, it was comedic action. Like he had comedy parts, but there's fight scenes, beat
I don't
literal
know.
fight scenes in
I need to. I
most
see
all of
now.
his movies.
Now it's gonna make me want look for a Jackie Chan non-funny
I don't
action
know if he
movie.
had. Well, he probably does have one. I think he
Yeah,
has
I don't know how
like a
good it is
pure
though.
kung fu style movie. I'm pretty sure he has one of those.
Oh yeah, back in the
But
day.
even still, even oh, what was the that's there's that cop, which almost all of his movies are cop. But he has a breakout cop movie before breaking into the North American market like that. That he made
Uh,
him like it pretty much made allowed him to break into the North America. I can't remember the name of
he's
the
a
movie.
cop movie.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
like
I don't know any cop
have to
movie
look it
that
up.
I mean, Al Pacino and what's his face back in the day did cop movies. But I
Yeah,
mean,
but they weren't fighting.
yeah,
That's the key right there.
but I don't know any fighting. Like, I mean, think about it. We have Arnold in there. We have
Yeah,
Sly. We have
yeah,
Dolph Lundgren.
yeah.
Hell, even Terry Crews in there, and he's not even in
So
fighting
this is what I'm
movies.
saying. You're telling me Terry Crews should be in those movies
No,
more
no,
than
I've no,
Jackie
no.
Chan?
He's only the physique. That's the only reason why he's there.
Forget Terry Crews. What was the wrestler that was in there? There's a wrestler. There's an MMA guy, UFC guys in there.
Oh
Like
well, yeah, but
those
okay,
guys are not even
that's the
close to
persona,
action
tough
stars.
guys. But those are tough guys. Randy
No,
Couture.
no,
It
no,
wasn't
not
yeah, Couture's
no.
a
I'm
badass.
just
But
saying
yeah,
that
he's not an actor. You're right.
right,
You're right. You're
not an
right.
action film
Wesley
star.
Snipes, I think, was in it. Yes.
Yeah.
Jet Li was in it.
Dolph
Chuck Norris.
Lundgren,
That's the one I
Chuck
wanted to get
Norris.
into it from Time. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
how can you leave Chuck out?
Chuck definitely
And I'm
did.
like, then he's the lone wolf, and it's true.
Bruce Willis was in
Bruce
there.
Wilson is in there. Yeah, yeah.
There's
Even
somebody,
even Kelsey
man.
Grammer was in it, and he's not an action star. He was just an evil genius type of dude.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Good man.
He's like the Professor X of the bunch. He's just calling the shots. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna hit me, but I can't remember.
And like, look at the guys that did the Marvel stuff. The new now you have to use the older though. You can't use the new action stars like Gerald Butler and what's his face there.
But
Um,
I agree with you to a degree. But if
mhm.
the franchise continues, you
Oh,
can
oh,
eventually.
yes, yes.
You can.
There's always a swan song type of thing like they did
Ah,
with
I
Creed.
just remembered who it is.
Ooh,
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers. You mean with
Yes,
Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Predator?
and he was in Action Jackson.
Yes, yes, yes. You got to give him that. You're right.
He did a
Yes,
couple of
yes,
action movies, bro. He did
yes,
a
yes,
couple.
yes,
You should be
yes.
on there.
Okay, so
Carl Weathers should be in
then
there.
you got to throw in Samuel L. Jackson in there too. He was a shaft in there, but
No,
see that's what
Samuel
I'm
Jackson,
saying.
but he's not that. Now we're talking. He's chef in the 2000s. We're talking.
Okay, okay.
Carl Weathers
Well,
is in the 90s.
yeah, yeah.
A
He
man like
was.
Thing should be in there too. Oh, I just lost it. Oh my god.
There's a lot
Oh, I
of.
just lost it. Mel Gibson.
He was in it.
Oh, Mel Gibson was in it already. See,
Yeah,
that's how much I
yeah,
didn't watch it.
yeah,
See, that's how
yeah.
much I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I might have to
Okay.
watch them all in concession again. But yeah, he's in it again. I
Yeah.
didn't think he was even going to be in it just because of the backlash he had from all this stuff. But you know what?
That's
He's a very
why
good. Yes, yeah. But he's a
Expendables is
very good actor,
a B
very
movie.
good director.
Mhm.
But his views on the industry is blacklisted, and he's
Very
actually going to make
terrible.
him. He's very risk. He's a risk taker, and he's about to make a movie on the whole child uh pornography stuff, the industry, and the
Yeah, but
whole
you see,
yeah yeah
that
they're gonna
that type of stuff is not. You should definitely make it, but I'm just
mm,
speaking to what you just said, because his character is marred in the industry. This is
mm,
an attempt that also helps him
get back.
dust off some of the smut that's on his name, right?
He's trying to clear his name.
Right, trying to
Yeah.
make it. Let me do this good thing over here, so you guys forget all the bad stuff that I was doing a while
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, but
That type
again,
of vibe.
some of the bad stuff that you can never avoid anymore. My man, like what's his face that played Kramer when he went on that rant during his stand up bit. I haven't seen him
Oh
on
yeah, yeah,
TV
yeah, yeah,
since.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Never,
yeah.
never again.
I hope we
You know?
never do see him on TV.
No, you can't. You can't.
Burn him.
Yeah, you can't.
uh,
But
yeah,
anyways,
yeah.
that's the movie. That's the movie bit of us right now. But yeah, the movies have been good. A lot of again, majority of our movies and TV shows are based around Marvel and DC or comics altogether. So it's
Mhm.
good to kind of see something new, or hopefully come see something new in the next near future. But we will see.
We'll
We will
see.
see.
Yeah.
In the news today, just in too, just for our sports fans, Mr. Chris Paul has been released
Yeah, I saw that.
by the Phoenix
Saw that.
Suns.
Yeah.
And he's allowed to go chase a championship with another team.
The
Wink, wink,
Lakers.
wink,
Think
wink, wink. You
that's
know,
what's gonna happen?
at the same time, Kyrie Irving has been on the phone with LeBron James,
Allegedly.
seeing that if he would like to reunite with him in Dallas.
Allegedly.
Wow. Sports world is going bananas.
You see, that's the thing. Well, I think I said this on another recording or podcast you dropped. I
Mhm,
enjoy the player movement for this reason alone. It's more entertainment in the off season. These guys aren't even playing no more,
mhm.
and there's still a story while the finals are going on.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I like it. It keeps that sport alive, even when
All year round.
although the sport is still alive and kicking. Like this series right now is one of the best, or the journey, the story to this finals has been a great one. So kudos to both Denver and Miami for being where they are. Keep people interested. and it kind of tore up the script that everybody was talking about. But we're not
Let's
gonna
not
go
go.
there. We're not
Let's
gonna
leave it
go
alone.
that way. We're
Leave
not
it
gonna go
alone.
there. But yes, the off-season talk always keeps things fresh and interesting in any sport. In any
Yes, sir.
sport,
Yeah.
especially when it's a superstar. Man,
Yeah.
like Chris Paul is a superstar. LeBron James superstar. Kyrie is superstar. Right. So when you hear those names and you hear that they might be moving teams or a new contract or whatever, even if they did something not even in the league, like they're going to go have surgery, you're going to wonder, oh, when is he coming back? Or he's taking his time off for his mental health. When is he going to come back? So I like the backstories of the league now. It's more, you're more invested
Right.
in the league now because of all the
Like
stories.
it's a soap opera type
Mm,
thing. It's a soap opera
mhm.
with some
Now
adventure
again,
and action in it.
but not, I don't like the personal life stuff though. I don't want to
No,
say,
no,
oh,
I don't really
this
care about
guy's
that.
been arrested for drunk
Yeah, I don't really
driving
do
and they
that.
just smear it and then no, or this guy's in here for domestic abuse.
No.
I'm like, I get it. I
Yeah,
know you want to tell everybody, but I'm not going to dwell on that. That's his personal life.
I don't really
I'm
care.
here to watch his playing career and what he does off the court in terms of, entertaining or
It is what
philanthropy or
it is.
whatever like that. Yeah.
It is what
But
it is.
that's just how it is. And again, I like it because it keeps me interested.
Interested.
Hmm.
Speaking of off the court or off the field
Hmm.
things affecting what's going to happen on the court or on the
Hmm.
field,
Hmm. Hmm.
the Live PGA Union.
Ooh, people are pissed
Yes,
off.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean,
What do you think about that?
it was a good play by the PGA. I'm not gonna lie, that's a good play. We're losing ratings. We're losing big time players. Let's just
Hold up.
let's just
Hold
hold on to
up.
these guys a little
Hey,
bit.
tap
Yo,
him on the shoulder. Hey,
yeah,
let's can we talk over here?
yeah, yo. You think we can, join forces? You think we can handle this together? Take on the golf world as one entity? But hey, you know what? That whole big fight that they had with people leaving the PGA Tour and whatnot, it's almost that now for not. It's almost like they said, "Ha, told you so." PGA, you got nothing on live. I think it's Saudi, right? Right, Saudi Arabia
Saudi
league.
Arabia. I think it's Saudi
Yeah,
first. I think
they
it's
got
Saudi.
money. They got money up there.
But
Money.
you know what I've heard or what I've seen being reported is that both of them kind of were losing. Like Live was spending so much money
To
that
keep
they
them up.
were losing. Like they're basically losing money competing with each other
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because Live was overpaying the players and
Mm-hmm.
was not recouping, whereas PGA wasn't paying the players enough and losing
Big
ratings and
time. Yeah.
interest
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
players, like you were saying, because of that reason.
Yeah.
So like you said, it's a good play. It's a good play. It only further reminds me,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't own the company, sir, do not put yourself in the line of fire at
Truth.
all. Collect your check or find another job. But if your name is not PGA or Live or NBA or McDonald's
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
whatever that tag that signifies the company,
Yeah. That logo,
Adidas,
that company
whatever
logo.
that is on your shirt,
Mm-hmm.
under your name or above your name. It's above
Mm-hmm.
your name for a reason on the tag. First of all, let's just clear that
It's
right
them
up.
first. It's
It's
them
them
first.
first.
Them first. You see us first before anything
Yeah,
else.
exactly. This part down here is
Yeah.
replaceable. This
Yeah.
is forever up here. So
We just take that tag off real quick. So
just
true.
do your job. Do what you're paid for. And I'm not trying to say shut up and golf. I'm not saying that either because
Oh no.
I'm
No.
not. I'm not that guy.
No.
But don't take up for the company. That is what, like, don't take up for the. You can speak your beliefs about Live, because what's the guy's name? Rory
McElroy.
McIlroy
Yeah.
is now, he feels
He's
like they used him.
pissed. Yeah, you got me here, and now what? Really? We're just gonna let these guys in?
They're
And we're
probably
gonna
not
lay
even gonna
down
give
there?
him like a tip for his work ethic. Not even
Hey.
he's not gonna get no promotion for this. All they're gonna say is, so
Thanks.
the US Open is
Yeah, exactly.
you ready for
We're
the
we're
Masters?
we're setting up for the next tournament. You ready?
Yeah,
Rory, you
you're
good?
not. You in?
Yo, if you ain't in, we got some guys
We got
on
a
the
next
feature
guy.
roster.
Yeah.
We got guys on the feature roster.
For some reason, what are you
But-
talking about? If you're not in, hey, the live guys are back. So
Yeah, I'm telling you.
how about you sit this one out, actually,
Yeah.
Rory? Because you might mess up the deal. Sit this
Yeah,
one out.
exactly. But you take a chill. We got this.
Yeah,
we got this for a couple. For a month. Take a month vacation. We're good.
I know.
We're good.
I know. We stressed you out. Take a mental break. Yeah.
Here's a couple bucks. You go relax. Come back refreshed.
And I get it. Maybe if my company was paying me tens of millions of dollars, maybe I'd feel loyal to them to a different degree as well. And maybe if they made me or gave me the platform to make that type of money to change my life, maybe I'd feel a certain sense of loyalty. But
okay, we were talking about loyalty last time. How much money would it take you to leave an organization like that? Like if
you're talking if
you are the head guru, head honcho of McDonald's, and Burger King has the money to snag you and just bring you to that next side, and you've been with McDonald's for 20, 30 years, you really, what money is going to take you up to the next side?
A little bit more than what McDonald's is paying me.
That's all it takes?
I don't understand. I personally do not understand loyal to any.
Say if you're running McDonald's. Say if you're running McDonald's.
Same thing. But I can't. Here's the one thing. I'm also a realist. I can't speak because I've never been in that level of a position. But I'm speaking from where I am now and applying it to that level. I would tell you, if Burger King is giving me more money than McDonald's to do the exact same job, I'm out.
Okay. Well, let's be more real about it. Say if Sony comes to you, says, "Hey, we like what you're doing. We see what you're doing at Gold Era, but we're going to give you this much money to come over to Sony." What will you say then? And that's Gold Era is the thing you created.
This is very interesting. I'm glad you brought this up because there's a little. It's kind of a segue because I had a question.
Let's segue.
Okay. To answer your question before I get into what I was going to say. And they're offering me more money. Are they offering? So they're after saying. So you said they're offering me more money to leave Gold Era.
Yes.
Okay. The dollar amount does matter.
Lights just went out on you.
I know what it is. It's my bad.
Yeah.
I need a light over this side. Yeah. Sorry. It does depend on how much money, because loyalty to me is more applicable in a personal life, in your private life, than in the work environment,
the business world,
in the business world.
Yeah.
So I'd like to think I would only do something like that if I'm getting enough money to turn to my two current partners and say, "Yo, listen, man, Sony wants me. They're gonna give me such and such. I'm leaving, but here, take this, whatever. They're giving me 100,000. No, so they're giving me 150. Here's a 25. Here's a 50 for the man, and to bolster the business to another level. Because I might be leaving for now, but I also want that foundation just in case Sony turns around the next day or the next year and says, you know what?
So you're covering all bases.
But it's not only that for me. For me, it's more about, these are my partners, man. I can't just leave them hanging dry for me. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a scenario. Not even a scenario. I'll ask you this question: should you honor your contract and your word above all else as a man? Would you say that is a principle?
Integrity is key for me, man. As an individual, integrity is key.
Okay.
So my word is bond. His
Okay.
bond.
And if you sign your name on a dotted line to a contract, you're
Unless
fulfilling that agreement.
physically and monetarily unable to do it, I will do it to the best of my
Okay.
abilities
All right.
in that role.
So let me give you a scenario.
Mm,
You are your contractor, right?
mhm, mhm.
Whatever capacity. Let's say you're a freelance journalist.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you're Toronto Sun, you're working for the Toronto Sun, but you're not working under
Right.
the Toronto
You're
Sun. You're
yes.
contracted to work for them.
Correct. I get
Right?
it.
You can do
Yeah.
pretty much whatever you want.
Right.
The Star comes to you and says, no, sorry. The Sun says, okay, listen, we need you to write a story on Justin Trudeau, like a series. We need you
Mhm.
to write a series for a week on Justin Trudeau.
Mhm.
Here's 50 grand for your expenses. Blah, blah, after you whatever finish it, there's more on top of that, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Sorry, people, I don't know how the journalist world works. I'm just kind of mapping out my own
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
The Star comes to you and says, yo, you know what? We need a story on Doug Ford. We need a series. We're gonna run it for about a month every Saturday. I forget what the Star's day is.
Mhm.
Your names and lights, boom bam, SummerSlam. You already agreed to the Sun. You said, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. But the Star comes to you and says, listen, man, here it is, 75,000. I'm gonna give you to do this article. But you can't work with the Sun. You can't do both. The Star is gonna tell you that. You go back to the Sun and tell them the Star said 75 grand. And they say, all right, you could go over there, but you can't come back ever.
Mm, mm,
And we've been feeding you. Like the Star only gives you here and there money.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah, they might pay you more for this
First,
year,
yeah.
but for your lifetime, we're the guys who've been paying you. So go over there if you want, but you can't come back. I kind of actually messed up my scenario, but I'm gonna leave it the way it is. What do you do?
I'm definitely staying with the Sun.
Okay,
Definitely.
that's all.
Only because uh, in any type of industry, even in business in general, you don't want to burn your bridges
Right?
just because of greed, because you never know
What you
what
might need.
when you
But
might need them.
one in that scenario, you're kind of burning the bridge with one of them, regardless
No,
of.
no, because you've never had a commitment with them.
Okay,
Right?
valid,
So there's
very
no
valid.
commitment with them.
Valid.
If you made the commitment with them prior,
Yeah.
then yes. And you go back on that, then yes. But you've signed a
Okay.
dotted line for less money, but know that they've been feeding you these stories and these jobs for X amount of years. So yeah, they might not be much, but it's continuous cash flow.
Yeah. Okay. I messed it up, so I made it easy. I gotta make it.
Mm,
I gotta correct what I was gonna say.
okay.
So the actual scenario would be that you signed on with the Star to do this 1 week article, which is more money than the Sun has ever paid you at one time. At one
Okay.
time. So
Mm,
the Star is giving you 100,000 to write this Doug Ford article, and
right.
you agreed. The Sun finds out that you're about to do this article and says, wait a minute, man, you're known for being our contract guy. Yeah, you don't really work for us. You do your books, you do your own
Hmm, hmm,
interviews.
hmm.
But in terms of newspapers, the Sun is where everybody knows Tokes from.
Right.
You could do that. We have you lined up for a few contracts to do, but you could do the Star thing, but don't come back over to the Sun, who again is your bread and butter. But you've already, because you didn't know the Sun was going to react this way, so you already signed with the Star.
Mm.
What do you do then?
You've already signed with the Star?
Hmm.
Wow.
But you know you're burning a bridge at the Sun, and the Sun is basically your bread and butter.
Yeah.
The
But
Star's
but it's
setting you up for a few years, right? Like they're giving you enough money that you might be fine for maybe
right.
2 years. Because at the
Right.
Sun, let's break it down to full numbers.
Sun
The
is
Star's going to
the
give you
sun
a
is home.
100,000. The Star's going to give you the 100,000 this year,
Mhm.
today,
Mhm.
but the Sun has been giving you 25,000 for the last 4 years,
You know what?
and it's gonna continue.
I would go back to the Sun if that's it, because that's my name
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
That's my
So,
name.
but you would break your word with the Sun.
You know what? It'd be foolish for me to sign already. Me personally, I wouldn't put myself in that spot already to sign on down the line and then get the heads up saying, "Hey, what's going on?" No, I would have to be already out the door, knowing that these guys are gonna give me something big ongoing. I don't just go for a quick fix,
No,
quick money grab, and
no,
then
you
I'll think,
freelance and you don't actually have.
yeah.
You may
But I'm
actually, you
saying,
know what? You do know that they're in competition, so yes,
yes,
you're
of
still gonna.
course. That's like the whole McDonald's versus Burger King situation.
Yes, yes,
If
yes.
McDonald's says, "Hey, yo, we'll give you this to manage our restaurants,"
Mhm.
meanwhile, you've been the CEO of Burger King for how many years? But yo, we're giving this type of money right now with a signing bonus. But I mean, I've been loyal to the spot, and they're not going to change. They're going to
Mhm.
still continue giving the money
Mhm.
unless it runs out. So I would
Yeah.
honestly say, you know what, my mistake, and I'm going to renege on the star, go back to the Sun because it's constant money. Burning the bridge is not worth it because that's long term money, long term wealth
Yeah.
for me.
I disagree. I don't disagree with the decision and the reasoning. I fully get that.
Hmm.
Um, but again, going back to the original question, my word is my bond, and if I said I was going to do this here, I'm going to do this here. What
Yeah,
you
but
guys have is not my issue, and I'm also going to do this here with the confidence that I'll be fine. Like
see, yeah,
you're giving me enough money to figure it out
yeah,
by the
okay,
time I don't need to, that I shouldn't need either one of you. That's where
right,
I'm kind of looking at it.
right.
Because
Again,
not
all
for
but
me,
it all depends on the backstory. All depends on the stuff, the nuts and bolts of it back before you made that contract signing. That's what I'm saying.
sorry, give me 1 second here. I'm trying to
Yeah,
find out a good angle for this damn
need to get you what
stand.
you
I need
got?
a stand.
A clip, a
Yeah,
desk
clip.
clip.
I was gonna get a
Yeah,
clip, and then I said, "Wait, you can still hear me?
yeah, I can still hear. You're good.
What the hell? I thought I turned it off. Okay, that's not what happened. All right, forget
Mhm.
it. um, sorry, now I lost my train of damn thought. Yeah. I get the reasoning. I get both sides of it. I understand, but I think it's for me again. I'm not thinking about the company and my good standing in the company.
Mm.
I'm going to think about myself, which is why it would take the first, because they're going to think about themselves first. Again, I remember what I was going to say. The the 100,000 I'm getting now, or they're giving me, is basically I have it in my hand. The 25,000 a year promised to me by the Sun is not guaranteed because they could change their mind on me regardless of this decision,
You're right. You're right.
and I may never make that what I was making today.
You're right.
Now, yeah, I get the think ahead, and you should be thinking about your
Hmm.
future, and that's just to show how people think differently. I think I am thinking about my future because at that point, I'm not going to be in the tug of war. I don't want to be the rag they tie on the rope in tug of war to see
Mm.
who wins.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't want
Hmm.
to be the rag, bro. I don't even want to be in the tug of war. I don't want to be in the competition. I'll have my own by the time you guys figure it out. With this 100,000, I'm gonna figure it out how I don't have to work either for either of you, or either of you have to accept me working for both of you because I'm just that big.
Based on that, based on this contract, based on what you're gonna do, you're saying.
Right. Right.
Okay. Okay.
But
It,
again, I get it. I get the
you
not
painted
wanting
you
to.
painted a tough picture because again, you've already when you said you've already signed it, that's my word right there. But at the same time, like I would be logical before signing it, going back to the Sun and say, "Hey, these guys are offering me this. Can you match it?" It reminds me
That's the
of
key.
the movie Ray, when the
Mhm.
man says, "Yo, these guys are ready to sell me this, and whatever." And my own masters, and
Mhm.
the guy and Ray asked him, "Yo,
What are you gonna do?
can you beat it?"
Yeah.
And the man says, "Yo, we can go off and do that thing. You've been with us for X amount of years. You've done great stuff, but that's something we can't match." And that's a respectful, non-burned bridge. You're off into the sunset doing your thing.
Yeah.
Now, if you said, "You know what? I'm going to go take this money. I don't care. I'm not even going to talk to these guys." That's burning that bridge because
Right.
you never know what they
Right.
could do,
Right.
right? So you have to be respectful and say, "Hey, you know what? Let's go back and talk to these people and see what they're saying. What are they going to do?
Yeah.
If they're going to match it, great. If not, all right. We'll know where we stand after the fact. I won't
It's,
jump the gun and sign something before it's talked about
yeah.
between both sides."
That's like, and I just went through this today. It's like the good old cell phone competition.
Mm,
Your
mhm,
contract
mhm,
is coming up. You call the competitor, say,
mhm.
"Hey, I'm over here. What are you going to give me to come over there?" And the
Yep.
competitor says, "Da da 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 da." And you say, "Okay, hold on. Go back to your current company and say, hey,
Mhm.
they said they're going to give me this. What are you giving me to stay?" And you decide where you're going to be from that point on.
Well, see, now you're made yourself the flag in the tug of war. You are now the
That,
flag.
however, is beneficial. Now, if we bring
Yeah.
it back to and that's out of contract as well, right? Like
Yes.
if
Yes.
we bring it back to my scenario, you would have
Right.
to be, I'm out of contract and I'm playing you guys again. But because you're doing the same thing, like what you said is the same thing. You do become the rag as well,
Oh,
right?
yeah, 100%. Yes.
You're
I will
just doing it
become the
in,
right.
yeah, you're just
Yes.
doing it in advance,
Yes.
which is the
Yes.
smart way to do it.
Yes.
So you're
Yes.
right.
There's,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
exactly.
You're right. That is
There's
true.
two ways to do it. There's
Yeah.
a smart way and the respectful. Then there's the, hey, you know what? These guys are giving me X amount of money more.
Yeah.
Can you handle it? Can you do it? No. All right. Bye. Right.
Peace. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
very true. That's very true.
that's I mean, it's life is always it always seems to be mirroring business. Business is always
This is
or money.
why I do not buy into there's no emotion in business. That's
Oh,
just
there's always emotion in business.
unless there's not humans involved.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. I see the guy say that. No, I don't apply emotion to business. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't. You might think you don't, but there's got to be sometimes where you
as
do.
small as your business is, it is your business, right? You put that
Your
effort into, yeah. You can pick up, you can go through freaking your 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 stashes of business cards, right? And I'm
hmm
here with my business cards, right?
hmm
Boom.
hmm
So if someone wants to, take that and put something to that name and or call it this or call it that, I'm gonna take offense to it.
Yeah, yeah,
If
exactly.
someone's gonna if
It's your
someone's
baby.
gonna challenge it, I'm gonna take offense to it.
Yeah, it's your baby. It's your
It's my
creation.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah. If
yeah,
someone's
yeah.
gonna
That
attack it, I'm
makes
going to
sense.
defend it,
Yeah,
right? And at the same time, in the world of business, if somebody is better than you in that same line of business, you honestly would want to know how. So you watch
learn.
them,
Yeah, yeah,
learn from them,
yeah.
mirror them. I mean, people always say, copycat this, copycat that. No, copying is flattery if you're in the same world. It's all flattery. So if you know that this person is better,
Nothing is new.
just
100%.
look at we'll take it to a sports world. But they said, Kobe was copying Jordan, and they have videos of him doing almost the exact same thing. That's flattery. Look how great he was
Yeah,
because of that.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
only be great because you saw the example.
True.
All these business models, all these people that are online saying, follow these examples to be great. And they're selling their product for 100, 200, maybe $300. I'm like, okay. So you're saying you're guaranteeing this with money back that I can follow these and be great like you? I'm going to follow that.
Yep.
Right. And if you follow it religiously, you will be successful. If not,
Facts.
you get your money back. I mean,
That's part of the passion. It's part of the passion.
yeah.
And
I
that,
mean,
I like to again bring it full circle. I don't have that passion when I'm working for somebody else.
I am in that same boat right now. And I've been working for this place for 10 years. I'm like, I don't have the passion to keep on plugging away with the same amount of money and dealing with the same type of stress, even more stress, I should
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
getting
yeah,
worse
yeah.
because we're not getting any younger. So the things you used to do and can handle before,
Affects you more. Facts.
yeah, it
Yeah,
takes a lot out of you.
facts.
So when it comes to my business, I will put everything into my business because I know it's mine. Whether it's greatly successful or not, I just know
It's yours.
that I can go to my daughters and say, "Hey, This is what I did.
Yep.
Oh, what happened to it? Well, it didn't go all the way, but you know what? I worked hard on this, this, and this, and you will see the process.
Yeah.
Any person that sees it, or an old T-shirt. Okay, this is one of my T-shirts here.
Mm-hmm.
An old T-shirt I made. I made this way back when.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Yeah. Where is it? Well, it didn't take off, but it's still there, right? You have that story you can tell and
Still
say, "Hey,
tried.
yeah." So there's a lot of people who've never tried
Facts.
and are complaining about the world. How it's
Facts.
just unfair. It's don't give me that bullshit. It's unfair. You can do whatever you want to do. You just have to put in the effort.
And I'm on the bandwagon of it is unfair. Then what? Yeah, the world is unfair. Then what?
Exactly.
What
What
are
are you
you
gonna
what are
do
you
about
supposed
it?
to do?
You're gonna
It
cry
was
about
lay
it?
down and die.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you didn't ask to
and
be here, but then what?
that's the thing. I mean, you can go in any scenario. The only thing that you have no control over, and I remember this vividly,
Mm-hmm.
you do not have control over the time, the weather, and who is in your family. You're born into that. Everything else you have control over. You're overweight, go work out. You're underweight, eat more. You know what I'm saying? You don't like your job, find a better one.
To simplify, you can only control how you react to all those things you named.
Facts, man. Facts. We're not, we took this whole pot at a different level, different but I mean, it makes sense because I'm sitting here, I'm like, man, there's so much things that I could do. But I'm like, and then I sit back, I'm like, why can't I?
Mm-hmm.
Why not just do it? And that's what
Mm-hmm.
I do. Right? People that work
That's
saying you
my
do it.
Achilles heel, man. The loaf session.
Yeah, well, but again, there's bound to be something that's gonna kick you into gear and make you
Mm-hmm.
do something. That's what happened to me a couple of years ago. That's why I got the clothing line, I got the supplement line, I did the personal training, I got the podcast. I have so much things that I want to do. One of
Mm-hmm.
them is bound to kick off,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then when one does kick off, I can put 100% of that effort into that
Into that. Yeah.
and make that flourish.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I
Facts.
mean, everybody says, "Oh, don't put all your bag or whatever your hats in, or whatever they call the
The
thing. You know,
eggs in
put
one
everything
basket.
but yeah, eggs in one basket."
Yeah.
I'm like, "You're right. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put it all in 5 different baskets, and when that basket gets picked up, I'm going to just follow that basket to where it got picked up to and keep
Yeah.
on pushing it." I
Yeah.
mean, there's so much opportunity, and now with all these tools and ways to make money easier. I mean, like I said, that
There's no
AI, man,
excuses. There's really no
that
excuses.
AI,
Yeah.
shoot,
We had YouTube University, still do. Now we got AI. You got
yeah.
anything you need to learn or need to get to, it's out there for you to get. It's
And
just a
if you
matter
don't,
of you doing it.
it can come from it can go by uh, uh, um, fixing a car,
Mm-hmm.
fixing a window,
Mm-hmm.
learning code, even how to do a podcast. Everything is available at your fingertips. You just have to have the energy and the know without to do it, to get in
Right.
there, just to
Yep.
do it.
Facts.
Oh, just do it, man. That's what I keep on telling people. Just do
Nike. But I like Adidas.
it.
Yo, let's leave it there, man. A quick
All
one.
right, man.
Let's leave it
That's it.
there.
Yeah,
As
quick and
usual,
easy.
we didn't get to hit everything we were going to talk about,
That's
but
all
we'll
right,
save
though.
it for
We'll
the
come
next
back
time.
to it. We'll save it for
Yep.
next time.
Save it for
Save
the
it for
next
next
time.
time. That's
Yep.
how we doing it. All right.
Indeed. Indeed.
Anyways, we're gonna be out. We'll be back again soon. Again, the man number will be back. Full, full squad will be here soon. So just sit
Allegedly.
tight. Allegedly.
I'm bugging.
But we're
We'll be
here.
back. We'll be back. We'll be
All
back
right,
soon.
we'll be back for sure. All right, everybody,
Indeed.
peace out. We out. Peace.
Peace.